most chiropractors talk to their people a fair amount, to their patients, a fair amount of nutrition. Now, how do you handle that subject, Dr. Osterberg?
Well, our approach in our office is evidence-based, which means we're constantly reviewing the research every month, whether it's related to back and neck conditions or lifestyle factors like nutrition. And nutrition is a great topic. Our office is not one that sells nutritional vitamins. You know, we don't promote nutritional supplements in our office simply because the research on nutritional products, it's not very good. It's not very strong. There's some really good research that shows that if we eat a Mediterranean diet, now that's a diet that's high in fruits and vegetables, it's high in olive oil, it's high in chicken and fish, it's low in animal fats, it's low in red meat. A diet like that has been shown to extend people's lives, and it reduces blood pressure. People who follow that diet weigh less, they have less diabetes, and so most of the really good research when it comes to nutrition has to do with what kind of foods are you eating, not necessarily what kind of supplements and what kind of pills are you taking. Mm-hmm. And this time, the only supplement that has been shown to improve people's life and actually help them live longer is vitamin D. Even a multivitamin hasn't been shown to help Americans live longer or actually improve their health in any measurable way or in any test, unless somebody's specifically vitamin deficient, and most of us aren't. So in my practice, I'm always recommending that people eat a healthy nutritional diet, they follow a Mediterranean diet, and that they take a supplement of vitamin D. And if they're not sure if they should be taking vitamin D, because that is one of the supplements that people can take too much of, but there aren't very many Americans who have too much vitamin D in their diet. There's a simple blood test that their family doctor can order, and they can go in and ask for that, and they can check.
Okay. Now, what's your take on, so let's just say a person does eat the veggie and does eat that stuff. What's your take on normal grown food and organic grown food? You know, we have the whole food markets, and we have lots of that spreading up, and my wife buys, I would say 70-80% in that store. I am not so sure. You know what I mean? Again, you're an evidence-based guy. Obviously, people like me don't go out researching things. We just go by the flow of marketers. What's your take on it?
I've heard the theory that in America we've been farming the same soil over and over and over, and every time we grow a crop of plants, we're taking many, many nutrients out of the soil, but when we vertilize it, we're only putting a few in, phosphorus and nitrogen and I don't know what else. So maybe there's some truth that our farm soil is becoming depleted of minerals, and that food would be better if the soil was better. I don't know, but I know that my patients who are eating normal vegetables and fruits grown on commercially farmed soil are much healthier than the ones who are just eating out of McDonald's fast food. Would organically grown food be better? Absolutely. Is it feasible that all Americans would buy organically grown food? Not currently. I think it's probably a good idea, and I'm sure that the trend is shifting in that direction as baby boomers are aging and are becoming more health conscious, and I think that that's a really good thing. And maybe if more people start demanding more organically grown food, then more farms will start to change their practices and grow that way. But where the rubber meets the road, my biggest concern is getting my patients to make healthy food choices, doing things that we know are going to help avoid diabetes and help reduce cancer rates and help reduce heart disease rates. And that can be done out of the regular grocery store. Wonderful.
So basically, it might be better that one eats organic food and all that stuff, but it's a huge step to go from microwave oven foods to normally grown food, even though it's not organic.
Yes, when I have a patient that considers French fries and ketchup to be two vegetables in their diet, just getting them to eat broccoli and cauliflower or carrots that are grown in any soil would be a huge improvement.
A much huger step forward than the next step to go from there to organic.
Yes.
Absolutely wonderful and good to know. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.